You're about to hear something that could completely shift how you think about the future of crypto. One of the most powerful financial giants in the world, BlackRock, is now being linked to XRP in ways that no one saw coming. It might sound unbelievable, but what's happening behind the scenes is starting to look like a calculated move that could send XRP to the moon. So let's dig into this story that's got everyone in the crypto world buzzing. Hey guys, welcome back to Whiteboard Crypto Update. In today's video, we will talk about XRP Future. So be sure to stay focused, as you surely don't want to miss out on this. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications by hitting the bell so you never miss any of our uploads. Please remember, this is not a financial advice video. XRP might be closer than ever to a major breakthrough, and it all circles back to a name we've heard countless times in financial headlines: BlackRock. This is the firm that controls over $11 trillion in assets and has been known to change the direction of entire markets with a single move. Now, there's growing speculation, and more than just whispers, that BlackRock is eyeing XRP as its next major play. Why does this matter? Just look at what happened when BlackRock got involved with Bitcoin. When they filed for a Bitcoin ETF, Bitcoin's price didn't just climb, it skyrocketed, fueled by billions in institutional investment. That decision gave legitimacy to Bitcoin and drew in money from pension funds, hedge funds, and traditional investors who had previously stayed away. The same could happen to XRP. Crypto experts and financial insiders are already pointing fingers in one direction: BlackRock might soon file for an XRP ETF. This wouldn't just be a big move, it would be a historic moment. If it happens, it could flood the market with institutional money, just like it did with Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. So far, over a dozen XRP ETF filings have been submitted by various companies, but BlackRock hasn't entered the race yet. And that silence, it's got people talking. Some believe BlackRock is simply waiting for the perfect timing, perhaps for the ongoing legal case involving Ripple to clear up completely. Once there's full regulatory clarity, BlackRock could swoop in and make its move. This kind of involvement from such a massive financial entity doesn't just make headlines, it sets trends. If BlackRock jumps into the XRP game, it could trigger a domino effect. Sovereign funds, pension funds, and major banks that follow BlackRock's lead could quickly move into XRP, making it one of the most in-demand digital assets overnight. Now, let's talk about what an ETF actually is. ETFs, or exchange-traded funds, let everyday investors gain exposure to assets like XRP without needing to deal with the complications of crypto wallets or exchanges. It's a bridge between traditional investing and the crypto world, and when that bridge is built by BlackRock, it becomes a super highway. But it's not just ETF buzz that's heating up the XRP space. There's also chatter about Ripple being aligned with ISO 2022, a global standard for financial messaging. This might sound technical, but it's a big deal. If XRP is formally adopted into systems used by central banks and becomes compatible with ISO 4217, it could become part of the very core of global transactions. That brings us to an even wilder possibility. What if the Federal Reserve or other central banks integrate XRP into their operations? That kind of recognition would be groundbreaking. XRP would no longer be a speculative asset. It would be a tool used by governments and institutions worldwide. The price impact, let's just say it wouldn't be small. And here's another layer to the story. Some experts believe XRP might one day replace SWIFT, the decades-old global transaction network, as the standard for international payments. SWIFT is slow and costly. Ripple's technology offers something faster, cheaper, and far more efficient. That's why rumors are flying that XRP might not be joining SWIFT, it could be replacing it. Even more interesting is the increasing talk about how digital currencies are becoming the future of global finance. If XRP becomes a core part of that system, used for cross-border payments and adopted by major economies, its price could be driven up not just by demand, but by necessity. Banks would need to hold it, governments would use it, and global trade could rely on it. Let's not forget about the whales, the major holders of XRP who are already making moves. Recently, over 70 million XRP, worth more than $150 million, was transferred between two unidentified wallets. That's not small-time investor activity. That's serious money being moved quietly, likely in preparation for something big. These kinds of massive transactions are often the first signs of a coming surge. Big players usually move before the rest of the market catches on. Their strategy? Buy low, hold tight, and wait for the explosion. The fact that they're shifting such huge sums tells us they're preparing for a major price move. And while some of the price predictions floating around might seem far-fetched, $1,000 per XRP or more, they're not being made by random internet users. These are financial analysts, crypto experts, and people who've been right before. Remember, people once laughed when Bitcoin crossed $1. Ethereum at $100 seemed insane at one point. Now those numbers are history. So is $1,046 per XRP possible? According to old projections that resurfaced from sources like the Wall Street Journal, some believed it was. And if Ripple becomes part of global liquidity systems and central banks start locking away large portions of the XRP supply, price could go up fast due to reduced availability. Here's the bottom line. XRP is no longer just a crypto token. It's being positioned as a bridge currency, a financial infrastructure tool, and possibly even a global settlement layer for the future. Between the legal clarity that seems to be approaching, the increasing institutional interest, and the whispers coming from financial powerhouses like BlackRock, XRP might be on the edge of something massive. And if all this plays out, those who've been holding through the uncertainty could be the ones who come out on top. Because in crypto, it's not just about what makes sense today, it's about what becomes possible tomorrow. Well, guys, that's all we have for you today. What are your thoughts on XRP? Get involved and let us know in the comments down below. If you guys like this video, then be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Also, if you don't want to miss out on any new future videos, then be sure to click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification under this video so that you're notified the next time we upload a video on the latest XRP and cryptocurrency news. Until the next video comes out, you can watch our other videos about XRP or other cryptocurrencies. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again in the next video. Goodbye.